Hi, I'm Tim. Do you want to know how to incorporate UniFi Protect into your Home Assistant dashboard? Well, keep watching this video and I'll show you how. Hi and welcome back to another video. If you're new to this channel, welcome, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Now in this video I'm going to show you how to incorporate your UniFi Protect system into Home Assistant, and also we're going to be having a tile on the Home Assistant overview tab or the home screen with your UniFi Protect camera view, so that you can immediately see who's at your door or who's on your security cameras. So before we get started into adding it into Home Assistant, you need to make sure is that you have a UniFi Protect network video recorder. That can be a UNVR or a UNVR Pro. You can also have any UniFi Dream Machine device, meaning a UDM Pro, a UDR or a UDM SE. The only model that you cannot use is the base model for the UniFi Dream Machine, which is a UDM. Also compatible is a UniFi Cloud Key Gen 2 Plus, which is a UCKP, but it must be running firmware version 2.0.24 or any version above this. So now that we've got that out the way, let's bring up the Home Assistant dashboard. Now as you can see, I'm already logged into the Home Assistant and I'm at the overview screen, as you'll see at the moment. And on my overview screen I don't have much on at the moment because I'm still in the process of setting up Home Assistant. All I have at the moment is a couple of Philips Hue lights and also the current weather forecast for my area. Now if you want to know how to add Philips Hue integration into Home Assistant, then have a look at one of my previous videos and I'll put the link in the description below so that you can go and watch that if you want to know how to add Philips Hue into Home Assistant. Now before we start configuring it in Home Assistant, what we need to do is you need to go into your UniFi OS, or you need to log into your UniFi Protect application on your UNVR or your UNVR Pro. So once you've logged in to either your UniFi OS, you need to click on UniFi Protect, and if you're using a UNVR or a UNVR Pro, make sure that you're logged in to your UniFi Protect and you're at your dashboard. So here we are, and I'm at the UniFi Protect dashboard, which is running on a UDM Pro. So from your UniFi Protect dashboard, you need to click on and select your UniFi devices, which is the second icon down in the menu at the left hand side. And once you have brought up your list of UniFi devices, you need to select the device that you want to add to your Home Assistant dashboard for viewing the video screen. Now, at the moment, all I have is a G4 doorbell, which as you can see, and it's named DBEL01. Yours will probably be named differently, so just remember what the name of the device is that you want to add into Home Assistant on the home screen to view the video. So in this case I'm using the G4 doorbell, so you need to click on the device. Then from the device pop-up menu that appears on the right hand side of your screen, you need to select Settings, and then once you're in Settings you need to scroll down to Advanced, and then under the Advanced menu that pops up you'll see that there's items for real-time streaming protocol, in other words RTSPS. Now what you need to do is make sure that you have ticked high, and in this case mine is already ticked for high 1600 by 1200 dpi. Underneath that you will see that there is a link for an RTSPS address. This is the RTSPS link to the IP address of your UniFi Protect device, whether that be running on a UDM Pro, UDMSE or in a UNVR. Now at the end of this line you will see that there's a paperclip icon. Now what you need to do is copy that link by clicking on the paperclip icon, and then I would recommend opening up Notepad and pasting that link into a Notepad document for the time being. As you will see on screen at the moment, I've just copied that link into Notepad++. So once you have done that, you can then close that pop-up window and you can log out of your UniFi Protect application. Unless of course you want to also add further camera displays on your Home Assistant dashboard, then you would repeat what I've just done and copy the RTSPS addresses for each of the devices that you want to add onto your Home Assistant dashboard for which you want to live stream the video for. So as I've finished, I'm going to exit and log out of my UniFi Protect application and then go back to the Home Assistant dashboard. Now in Home Assistant you should already have a notification in your notifications window, which you will see from the left hand side menu at the bottom. You should have a notification saying that it has discovered new devices. So if it has, then click check it out, and then this will take you into the integrations window automatically in Home Assistant. Now here you can see that it's discovered my UniFi Protect running on my UDM Pro, which is called Route 01, and next to it there's its IP address. Now this has already detected my UniFi Protect application, so what I can do to add it into Home Assistant is click on Configure. Then once you have clicked on Configure, you will be presented with a window that pops up and it's asking you to provide the username and password to log in to your UniFi Protect system. So here I'm going to enter the username and password to access my UDM Pro, which is also running my UniFi Protect system on. And then once you have copied and pasted those, click Submit. This should then say Success, Created Configuration, and it also should have detected the devices in UniFi Protect. One being the doorbell, which is for a UVC G4 doorbell, and also the chime 01, which is for a UniFi Protect chime. Also you'll see that it's also detected the UDM Pro, which is the router. So if you want to add these devices to different areas which you've already set up, for example bedroom, lounge, kitchen or other rooms, you can select these from the area boxes and allocate them. At this point you don't have to do this, so I'm just going to click Finish. Now you will see that UniFi Protect has been added to other integrations. So if UniFi Protect, for example, doesn't get detected automatically for some reason, I'm going to now show you how to add it manually. So I'll just go in and delete UniFi Protect and then go back to the overview screen. So to add UniFi Protect manually, you need to click on Settings, and then from the Settings menu that appears, you need to select Devices and Services. This will then take you into the integration screen, And to add UniFi Protect, you need to click Add Integration, which is the button in the bottom right corner of your screen. Once you have clicked Add Integration, you can then, in the search box that appears, type in UniFi Protect, and here it should bring up Ubiquity. So click on Ubiquity, then from the list of UniFi devices that then appears, you need to select UniFi Protect. So then, once you have selected UniFi Protect, you will be prompted with another window that pops up saying UniFi Protect Setup. So here what you need to do is, in the host box, you need to type in the static IP address of your UniFi Protect device. Mostly if you're running, for example, a UDM Pro or a UDM SE, then the default IP address will normally be, in most cases, it will be 192.168.1.1. The port number you can leave as 443. Verify SSL certificate can be left unticked, so that box should be empty. Then I will enter my username and also the password that I use to access my UniFi Protect device. Just to confirm, in order to add the UniFi Protect system into Home Assistant, you need to have a local user account created on your UDM Pro or UniFi Protect UNVR, for example, or UNVR Pro. So you need to have a local user account created. If you haven't, then you first need to go in and create an additional user account and make it a local user account with full access privileges. And this should be done in your UniFi Protect, because Home Assistant will need a local user access in order to add it into Home Assistant. So in this case, I do have a local user account. So my local user account, I'm going to type in the username, and also I'm going to copy and paste the password that I used to access my UDM Pro, which is running UniFi Protect as well. Once you have copied and pasted those, click Submit. This should then say Success, Created Configuration, and it also should have detected the devices in UniFi Protect. One being the doorbell, which is for a UVC G4 doorbell, and also the chime 01, which is for a UniFi Protect chime. Also, you'll see that it's also detected the UDM Pro, which is the router. So if you want to add these devices to different areas which you've already set up, for example, bedroom, lounge, kitchen, or other rooms, you can select these from the area boxes and allocate them. At this point, you don't have to do this, so I'm just going to click Finish. Then you'll see we have now manually added the integration for UniFi Protect. So to add the UniFi Protect camera display to the overview screen in Home Assistant, what we need to do is go back to the overview screen first. And as you'll see that I only have 3 tiles on the overview screen at the moment. So what we're going to do is add the UniFi Protect camera. So here, from the overview in Home Assistant, you need to click on 3 dots in the top right corner of the screen, and then from the pop-up menu that opens up below it, you need to click the pencil icon, which will take you into the Edit Overview screen. So here we can now add the UniFi Protect camera display, which is the live display for my G4 doorbell. So in order to do this, you need to click Add Card in the bottom right corner of the screen. Then scroll down and select Picture Entity from the cards that appear in Home Assistant. So select Picture Entity, Then from the window that appears on screen for picture entity card configuration, you'll see that it's already entered something in the entity name box. In this case it's saying lounge. So what I need to do is click X, and then the entity box will be blank. So once the box is blank, click the arrow for the entity, which should bring a drop down selection, and what you need to do is scroll down and find the section for the camera that you need to add. In this case it's called DBEL01. What we are looking for is DBEL. In my case, yours might say just G4 Protect or G4 Doorbell or G4 Bullet or something similar to that. You should already have made a note of what device you want to add. So scroll down to the section where you will see the devices that you want to add, and it will be listed many times. There'll be many lines in there. Now what we are going to select is DBEL01 high, and it should be camera.dbel01_high, which is the high frame rate video display. So select this. Then under the name, you can give it a name if you so wish, but you don't have to. In this case I'll call it front door camera. In the image path, you need to remove that image path address that's in there, so delete that, and then from the pasted document that you pasted into Notepad, as you will see I did here on screen at the moment, I'm going to copy this line and go back to the picture entity card configuration, and in the line for image path we're going to paste in that RTS address that we previously copied into Notepad. Then the next box down for camera entity, you need to select the camera that you wish to display. So in this case it's just saying the first one, which is DBEL01 high. Then under the camera view you need to select live, and then make sure that the show name and show state boxes are slid across to the right so that they have blue markers in them. So once you've done that, you can then click save. You should then see that your camera is now on the Home Assistant overview dashboard. So if you want to add further cameras, you would repeat the process by clicking add card and searching through the list and clicking add picture, and then add the cameras from the list. Then once you have finished adding your cameras, you can click done, and this completes adding a live video feed to your Home Assistant overview dashboard. Now this is quite useful if you have, for example, your Home Assistant running on a tablet which is fixed to your wall, or a tablet which is displayed in your lounge, for example, so that you can always see a live picture of your camera feed. So if you want to view the video in a separate window, you can just click on the front door camera, for example. In this case you can click on the video window and it will open the video in a new window where it then displays the live video feed. If you want, you can actually make it full screen by clicking on the little square cornered box, which then views it full screen, as you'll see it is doing at the moment now. Then to exit that and go back to the window, you press your escape key on your keyboard, or just tap in the video window and it should return it to the window. To close that pop-out window, you click X, and then it will continue showing your live video feed on your Home Assistant dashboard. I hope you found this video useful. Keep a lookout for further videos coming again soon. Don't forget to hit the subscribe, like button, and also the bell notification icon. And also, if you want to become a channel member and pay a small monthly fee to be a channel member and get your name displayed at the end of some or all future videos, then take a look at the membership options. Thanks for watching, take care, and bye for now.